Did you find a body, everyone? Because if you found a body, you should probably report that, because my goodness. Like, why? Why would you find a body and not report it? Like, come on now, get it together, everyone. Report those bodies, because, oh my gosh, I found a body. Oh, look at that, there's a body over there. Oh, Sue, there's a body over there. What the heck? Blah. What did Frank Sahwit say when he found the body? I do wonder, actually. I do wonder. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I don't wonder that at all. Age 47. Good lord. Gender male, trained to become a pet groomer, first to discover the body. Sounds pretty accurate to me. I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom and went up to the door. I peeked in through the small window on the door, and I saw him lying there. A man not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream. So I did actually go back and look and see what voice I gave him in the original series, and the original Ace Attorney game series, I should say. And, well, honestly, the voice I gave him wasn't actually too far off. It's just basically kind of the same type of voice, pretty much. So I did a pretty good job putting it close, I guess. I don't know. If I may confirm one thing. You were in that room, right next to the one where the dead body was found. Within the prison, we call it Workroom B. And you were in there the whole time on the day of the murder? Yes, after the 7 AM roll call, I remained inside the whole time. In this prison, we have roll call 3 times a day. At 7 AM, noon, and 9 PM. Okay, so 7 AM, it's a 5-hour gap to noon, and then a 9-hour gap to 9 PM? That's kind of weird. And then check the workrooms during those times, too. Exactly. I see. So during the 7 AM roll call, there was nothing amiss. And Knightley's body was not in the workroom yet. Prison roll call 3 times a day. At 7 AM, noon, and 9 PM, body was not found during the 7 AM roll call. Prison roll call notes jotted down in my organizer. Excuse me. So it sounds like the murder occurred after 7 AM, huh? And that's right when the animal show started. Correct. The other prisoners went to see the animal show. Meaning anyone who did not see the show does not have an alibi. You understand what I'm saying, Mr. Sahwit? Yes, that is certainly true. However, I merely discovered the body. This testimony is a clear contradiction. I should press him about that first. Rebuttal when I found the body. Alright, let's do this. Since I just saved, I'm not gonna bother saving again, so what the heck. I was in the workroom over there practicing my skills. Hold it! By practicing you mean, of course. Yes, my grooming training. For I am a model prisoner. I somehow doubt that. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent workroom, so I went up to the door. You were curious about the adjacent room? Precisely. I felt a need to look inside. Why do you feel that way? Even if you ask me why, I just did it on a whim. So you weren't concentrating on your training? No, nothing of the sort. For I am a model prisoner. It's just that the other prisoners had left to see the animal show, which is why I was feeling somewhat lonely. Yeah, that's like being stuck in a classroom after school's let out. Yes, that's right, and since I couldn't enter the other workroom, I peeked in through the small window on the door. The small window? So you couldn't get a clear look? Indeed, as you can see, there was a grill covering the window. It does not offer a wide view at all. Normally the guards use it to check inside the rooms, right? Precisely. You seem to be well versed in this matter. Well, I happen to know a thing or two about prisons, you know. What does she mean by that? I'll have to find out the details later. I kinda curious about that too, like what the heck does she mean by that? In any case, I peeked into the room from the window. Then I saw him lying there, a man not moving, dead! You knew it was a man right away? It was clear judging from his physique and clothing. Even the fact that he was dead was a plain as day.
You could tell he was dead through that tiny window.
Well, it's not the first time I've seen a dead body. What? What? So you mean... The reason you're in here is because... I'm ashamed to admit it, but it is as you say. However, this was my first time seeing a body that someone else had killed.
Yes, that'd be true, I suppose.
I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream.
Do you remember what the scream sounded like?
Well, all I can say is that I shrieked at the top of my lungs.
Well, I guess that's what happens when you get scared.
Yes, it is just as you say. In any case, I let out a scream.
He's pretending to be an innocent bystander, but parts of his testimony are odd. Considering the situation and the place he's in, the contradiction should be quite obvious. I'll show him the evidence that proves it.
Alright, so I was in my workroom practicing my skills. Well, okay, I don't think I can contradict that one. By some chance, I got curious about the adjacent room, so I went up to the door. Can you go up to the door like that? Can you? I wondered. Found with the body was a used to attack the victim. Penetrating wound in the neck, died instantly covered in dirt. There are small bruises on his head. Along the nightly sun brought it to him as a request. Single love left behind at the crime scene used for prison labor, covered in blood and mud. For inmate use. Found the body. There's a stack of them inside of workroom A. Very colorful. Opens door for animals. Opens doors for animals. Sounds alarm in response to a prisoner's bracelet. Prisoners can't move freely. Is he trying to say he moved up? Oh wait, there's another one. Is he trying to say he went up to that door? I'm peeking through the small window in the door. Then I saw him lying there, a man not moving dead. I quailed in fright and found myself letting out a scream. What does he say about this one again? Precisely, I looked at why did you feel that way? You should be asking why you ruined constant training. No, nothing was sore. I'm a model prisoner. Okay. Wait, how are you even able to go up to that one in the first place, though? Well, that's what I'm trying to think here. Like, is that what I gotta present right there? I think I almost feel like that would be the right answer too, though. Hold on. That, then I saw him there lying dead, it couldn't fright. Okay, so there's nothing really to challenge here as far as I'm aware.
You saw him lying there, a man not moving dead. Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. Objection! Maybe it could have been for the third one too. I have no idea. Maybe.
Mr. Sahwit, please stop telling such feeble lies. You don't seem to understand your position.
My position? I used to be a newspaper salesman, but then I took up the pet groomer training.
What about that bracelet on your wrist? It proves that you are unmistakably a prisoner. And as long as you wear that bracelet, you should not be able to move around as you please. As soon as you went through the door, the sensor would have sounded the alarm.
Oh, that is...
Peeking into the adjacent room is impossible, and you couldn't even leave the one you were in.
Ah! Woo-wee, nice one, Miles. That was a really humdinger. What does that mean? Mr. Sahwit didn't see the body?
I'm not sure. Perhaps we should let the man himself explain it to us.
Huh? You see, that is, well... Forgive me, it appears my previous explanation was lacking. I shall clearly explain how I was able to see the body.
Very well. Let us hear your revised testimony.
Alright, revised testimony it is. When I found it, part 2. There's a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. The moment I realized that the man inside was dead, I let out a scream.
So that means he kept his arm inside Workroom B while he peeked into the adjacent room.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this to anyone, especially the gods, okay?
Was that what he was trying to hide earlier? I should try asking him for more details about a few other things as well.
Rebuttal, when I found it, part 2. It was a rather well-known technique among the prisoners here. I wonder what could be the contradiction here. I swear, it's always like, every time I go into these little recording sessions and whatnot, I swear it's always like the second or third episode where I start going into yawn mode for some weird reason. I don't know why. The first episode is like, it's just like, yeah, woo, let's do this. And then for some reason the second episode and after that, it's always like,
yawn. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep.
It's kind of weird, honestly. I don't know why it is like that, but eh. Rather well-known technique among the prisoners here.
And that would be... Tell me more about this technique.
Certainly. Here's how it works.
Well, that was not really much of a... Okay, then.
If the hand with the bracelet stays in the room, you can step out without sounding the alarm.
All you gain by doing that is a small degree of freedom.
Naturally, but it is all that we have left to enjoy.
I'm shocked that you enjoy such a thing. Have you truly reflected on what you've done?
But of course, for I am a model prisoner.
Your definition of model is highly suspicious. Regardless, was that the technique you used?
Yes, that is correct. I made sure no guards were around when I did it. That's how I was able to peek into the adjacent room. Why do I feel like that's incorrect, actually? That little detail they just said. Roll call 3 times a day, so okay. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope!
Excuse me. For the maps, okay, there's no real proof then in that case, in that situation.
That's why I was able to peek into the adjacent room! Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous?
I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside.
So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise?
Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could.
I see. Is there a problem with that statement?
What? Can you repeat that statement?
No, there doesn't seem to be a problem with that statement. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Sahwit.
Certainly. I peeked inside the workroom. The moment I realized that the man inside was dead, I let out a scream.
Do you remember what this man looked like in detail?
But of course, I am certain. He had blonde hair, and his throat was covered in blood.
You take me for a fool. That should be obvious.
What? You literally asked him what he looked like, but okay. I'm merely telling you everything as I saw it. Just to be clear. Don't defense attorneys love nitpicking over every little detail?
I detect a tinge of spite there.
I wonder why!
Perhaps he had an unpleasant experience with the defense attorney in the past. So he was able to peek into the adjacent room by keeping one arm inside the workroom. But was that really what he was trying to hide? I should ask him for a further explanation.
Which you did, of course. You did. So this was the one. Okay. Guess I was able to peek into the adjacent room. I'm gonna read this one again, because I actually forgot kind of a little bit.
Why would you do something so troublesome and potentially dangerous?
I heard a noise coming from the adjacent room. It seemed odd to me, as there should not have been anyone inside.
So you peeked into the adjacent workroom as soon as you heard the noise?
Yes, of course. I peeked in as soon as I could.
I see. Is there a problem with that statement? Sure. So you looked into the adjacent room immediately after you heard the noise. If that was true, then you should have seen more than just a dead body. You should have seen the person who had made that noise.
But that is, well, he looks really shaken.
Mr. Sahwit, answer me. What did you really see?
Dot, 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 dot.
You intend to remain silent. I will have no choice but to assume that you were complicit to the murder.
Oh, please forgive me. It's just that I couldn't even believe what I saw myself. This may have been just a dream. I hesitate to even recall it.
Tell me what's happened.
Very well, I will be frank with you. I saw a dog. It was a nightmarish scene. A large black dog was biting into the neck of the victim.
What? What did you say?
It was a truly heckish scene. That dog killed him! Oh, I think I'm going to be sick. That's some grade A trauma right there. I was chilled to my very core and let out a shriek.
A man-eating dog inside this zoo of a prison.
Black dog data jotted down in my organizer. According to Sahwit's testimony, the dog was biting the victim's body, barks at me a lot. Well, I mean, I guess we're just automatically assuming it's that dog. I mean, what if there's more than one black dog here, huh? What if he just didn't see the other one? You never know. Probably not. I don't know. That was everything I saw. Do you believe me now?
Yes, I do. I doubt one would be able to lie about something like that. Did you add that to your testimony?
Certainly. The moment I realized that the man was inside was dead, I let out a scream. To my horror, there was a black dog biting his neck. Well, I suppose so.
A black dog was biting the victim's neck.
Yes, blood came pouring out, and as a result, the dog's mouth became stained with it. Ah, stop. You don't need to get that detailed.
At that time, was the victim...
Eek! Mr. Edgeworth, why'd you ask him that? Kay, why'd you hit Uncle Ray? Why would she... I don't get it. Why did you hit Uncle Ray? I don't get it. The man did not even flinch.
He must have been dead already.
But the blood continued to gush from his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. Way too much detail. Are you doing this on purpose? Certainly not. I am just trying to give an accurate testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, shall I add that statement to my testimony?
If you would.
It was terrifying, a truly terrifying sight. Some more testimony? He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch.
Hold it!
Wait a second.
That was a very vivid testimony.
Well... I mean... one of his hands is covered up, though. It is covered up! I wonder. I do wonder, actually. Gosh, I'm confused, actually. Oh my goodness.
It was a very vivid testimony.
That is because I witnessed it up close, relatively speaking. I can feel the anguish he suffered in his death. Mr. Edgeworth, I won't be able to sleep tonight.
Really? How terrible.
This is terrible!
Jade Curtis, will you get out of here already? My gosh.
Oh, come on. Jade Curtis is great, though. It's all because of you that my mind is filled with scary thoughts. I may even have nightmares myself. Even now, I can still remember everything clearly. The ring with the snowflake insignia glimmered with no purpose but to catch my... What? The ring with the snowflake insignia glimmered with no purpose but to catch my eye. What's he talking about?
A ring with a snowflake insignia. Impressive memory.
Huh?
He
can't possibly be talking about... No! That wouldn't make any sense, would it? Or would it? I don't know. Who saw his testimony that I was biting the victim's body barks at me a lot. Okay, sure. I'm really confused at this moment in time. I was formerly a newspaper salesman. I had to quickly identify what a customer wanted based on his appearance and attitude. In order to form a successful sales strategy, it must be the most basic of the basics.
But you were dealing with a corpse, not a customer. Are you like that with everyone?
Yes, it has already become an ingrained habit of mine. It was an important point that I could determine the success of or failure of a sale.
That's how you were able to easily recall such a minor detail.
Precisely, even the engraved insignia is crystal clear.
Is that really possible? What was the state of the body when we found it? I should review my evidence.
A snowflake insignia. I'm not even sure. Oh, wait a second. He did have a thing on his hand, though. Is that what we're specifically talking about? I wonder. I have an unerring eye, that much I can declare.
So Knightley was killed by a dog that was being kept here in the prison? I find that hard to believe.
They say that pets take after their owners, yeah? It doesn't have to take after them that much. This completely defeats the purpose of the animal therapy.
Perhaps you should ask about the dog a little more.
Go for it. There's a rather well-known technique. If the hand with the bracelet stays out of room, that's how I was able to take a peek. The moment I realized that it was already dead, to my horror, there was a black dog biting his neck. He most likely had passed away already. His hands moved nary an inch. The ring with the snowflake insignia glimmered with no purpose but to catch my eye. Well, I'm going to present this to you, the crime scene notes, good sir.
Oh, you've been busted now, Mr. Sahwit. A ring with a snowflake insignia.
Yes, that is correct. It was clearly engraved on the surface.
I see. Your testimony is very accurate. But it's a little too accurate, if you ask me.
And what's wrong with being accurate?
You state that you saw a ring with a snowflake insignia engraved into it. And it is true that the victim was wearing such a ring.
See, was I not correct?
That is not the issue I have with your testimony. Take a look at this picture. As you can see, the right hand is covered by a sheet. It should not have been possible for you to see the engraving on the ring, unless you had approached the body and lifted up the sheet for yourself. You said you only looked into the workroom through the door, and yet you gave such a detailed account of what you saw.
Who do you think you are? Acting all high and mighty? I'm telling you, I saw what I saw. Oh, the victim must have moved his arm after I saw it.
I don't think so. You said as much earlier.
The man did not even flinch.
He must have been dead already. The victim was already dead. How would he have been able to move his arm? ...
This guy's looking pretty suspicious now, yeah?
Frank Sahwit. What are you hiding, you scoundrel?
Ooh! No, I ain't. I am not. That is, you're wrong. I know what I saw. Okay, we get it. Your name is Sahwit. My gosh. Oh, come on. Really? Not again. Shut up already. Stop making a fuss about every little thing I say. You're just a defense attorney's assistant!
He's finally shown his true self.
Whoa, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Black Harry wanted that. Just went flying. I'm just your friendly neighborhood witness.
Are you really just a witness? I would say that you are rather suspicious.
What was that?
You saw something that could not have been seen from the outside of the room. How was that possible? The logic behind it is simple. This is where you saw the body from.
Inside The workroom?
When you discovered the body, you went inside the room where it lay. Since you saw the engraving on the ring, that is the only possibility.
Dot 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 dot. Even if you say that, you ain't got no evidence, do ya? Where's the evidence that shows that I was in that room? I was grooming pets at the time. In the room adjacent to where the body was found. I even went so far as to borrow some rubber gloves. Show me the evidence that proves I was in the room where the body was found.
Well, you literally just said rubber gloves, so there you go. Mr. Sahwit, what were you doing when the body was discovered?
Didn't I tell you already? I was practicing being a pet groomer.
I see. In that case, do you happen to recognize this glove?
Oh, that's...
This was found near the body. It is believed to have been dropped by the culprit. By the way, I noticed that you also have a rubber glove hanging out of your apron pocket.
Oh, yeah, he does. It's true. No, this is something else.
Looks like you're missing one of your gloves.
Hold it! You can find gloves like these anywhere in the prison. Your evidence proves nothing.
Perhaps we should hand this glove over to the police for fingerprinting. I'm certain they will find some interesting results.
Oh shoot, activate the psych locks.
It's over.
Objection.
Objection, who?
What the?
Pretty cool, right? My objection voice. It's not even close to what I'm doing my normal voice as, but you know, my objection voice is pretty dang cool.
Objection.
Objection, right? I mean, that's so much better, right? Than my regular objection.
Mr. Shields, can you save the jokes for later?
I'm not joking, it's because it's not over yet. There's still something else. Something that's clearly odd. That guy's a prisoner, you know? He's got the bracelet and all. Dot 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 dot. That's right, how did he get into the other workroom? Sensor would have set off the alarm, right?
He's right, that's the only thing we don't know yet.
Not so fast, Mr. Prisoner. Can you fill us in? Dot 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 dot. That's pretty weird. The bracelet should have been his last line of defense. Defense? That's right, Kay. It was useful evidence for Mr. Prisoner here. He could have claimed that due to the bracelet, he wasn't able to enter the room. But he didn't say a word about it. Is there any reason why you didn't? Dot 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 dot. The silent treatment, eh? Well, the judge yesterday did say that silence is golden. Wow, you really are a hotshot defense attorney, Mr. Shields. Defense attorneys always have remained calm in a pinch and smile in the face of danger. It's what your old man taught me, the defense attorney's creed, yeah? So what's the deal? Why didn't you mention anything about the bracelets? Dot 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 dot. Where did he get? How did? But what? Huh? Where did he get his hair back? The truth is, it's broken.
Broken?
Some time ago, I took a spill, and the bracelet hit the floor with a loud bang. Ever since then, it has not been able to activate the sensor. Forgive me, it was so convenient, I didn't want to report it.
I see, so the bracelet was broken. But did it really break so easily? If that is true, then there is a problem with the prison security.
It would seem that way anyway.
You over there, may I have a moment? Here, kitty, kitty! You're such a cute little guy! Yes, you are! Meow! Excuse me. Yes, what can I do for meow? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good at all! I'll contact the person in charge and have it replaced immediately. Thank you. I'll be holding on to the broken bracelet for the time being.
Sahwit's bracelet data jotted down in my organizer. Frank Sahwit's bracelet. At the time of the incident, it was broken and did not respond to the door sensor.
Yes, sir. Please take care of it. I see.
Excuse me. Now that the bracelet's been taken care of, shall we move on to arresting you for murder? Oh, heck no. We're not gonna move on to that now. We'll do that tomorrow, Ray. We'll do it tomorrow. Because it makes more sense to do it tomorrow, right? Why do it now when you can save doing it for tomorrow, right? It makes so much more sense that way, right? Alright, everyone. I'll see you all later. Tomorrow we do it. Again. Don't take that out of context, everyone. My gosh. Don't do it. I swear. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it worse.